Today I want to explain about my experiment is I'm doing some budding. So we start. Alright, start. Alright, for this question, so effect of different type of method budding, method on the growth and development of plant. So method, we need to do a chip budding, tea budding, patch budding. So only one plant required, so I'm just choose a hibiscus. So observe the growth in the bud and shot. Observe the growth in bud and shot. So observe the growth in bud and shot. Alright. So for the equipment, yeah, we use knife, parafilm tape, also the hibiscus tree, and the budding knife. Alright. Next. Alright. So before that, I want to give some info about my hibiscus. So hibiscus is a genus of flowering plant in the mallow family, Malabaceae. The genus is quite large, comprising several hundred species that are native to warm temperate, subtropical and tropical regions throughout the world. Member species are renowned for their large, showy flowers, and thus species are commonly known simply as hibiscus or less widely known as a rose mallow. So the other names include hardy hibiscus, rose of Sharon, and tropical hibiscus. So the genus includes both annual and perennial herbaceous plants, as well as a woody shrub and small trees. The generic name is derived from the Greek name is hibiscus, which Dioscorides give to Alte officinalis. Alright, yeah. So I want to present about the patch budding. So the patch budding is used for species that have a thick bud like pecans or caria. The thick buds makes the tea and chip budding difficult. The distinguishing feature of a patch budding is that a rectangular patch of bud containing a single bud is taken from the scion and placed into a similar patch taken from the rootstock. Or is simple to perform among the various methods of budding due to ease is in removing or preparing the rectangle patch of bud. The complete removal of a rectangular shaped patch of bud. So the patch bud is cut from both rootstock and gave two parallel horizon cut. Right. This step of patch budding. First is double cut the budwood, make a rectangle shape. So we use a knife, a budding knife to make a rectangle at the budwood. The second is double cut the stalk. So we need to do a double cut. Next, complete a preparation of stalks. So we need to open the budwood until we can see the skin, the green color. And next is we need to transfer the patch from bud stick to stalk. So we need to insert the the scion or into the bud stick, into the budwood. And after that we need to tie using a parafilm tip. So after we insert the scion, so we just tying using a parafilm tape. Alright, next is chip budding. So what is it? Chip budding is a method of propagation trees by grafting a growth bud from a tree of your chosen variety to a rootstock. So chip budding season is longer than a tea budding season. The first cut on both stalk and scion is made at 45 to 60 degree downward to a depth of 1 per 8 inches. So cut on the both the scion and the rootstock should be exactly the same. Wrapping the extremely important in chip budding. As we can see, we need to do a same thing around here. Also the scion. So of that we can insert at the buttstock, buttwood. Sorry, buttwood. Alright, next the step of chip budding. First, must need to collect the buttwood. Second, we must de-leafing. And third one is we need to preparing a buttwood. So we do this way. Alright, to make until we can see the skin of buttwood is green color. Next, from up, do a head oval shape, insert the buttwood into the stalk. So we need do the same like at the scion. Need to do the same like buttwood, and then we can insert at the buttwood. And next, we need to tying using a paraffin tape. So after we finish insert the scion at buttwood, so we can tying at using a paraffin tape. Alright, next is T-budding. So T-budding is a easy form of grafting, where a buttstock rather than a shoot is attached to a rootstock to make a new plant. It sounds complicated, but with practice can be mastered by anyone, and as just one bud is needed to make a rose or tree is very economical. So it's a special technique in which the scion piece is reduced to a single bud. The vascular cambium should be active growing. The cut should begin about 1/2 to 3/4 inches below the bud. Budding knife should kept very sharp. Need to very sharp. Should be sharp. If the bark does not slip easily, this indicates that the bud is not in active growth. Alright, as we can see, the T-budding, we need to insert in the budwood. Alright, so we can show you the step of T-budding. So first we must rootstock preparation. Yeah, we need to collect the rootstock. Second is we need to cutting the stock plant. So we need to do a T shape, the upstairs and downstairs. And next need to preparing the scion bud. So we took a scion. After that, we need to insert the scion bud into the stock. So we need to open this area, the down area. Open that and insert the scion. After that, we tying the bud. So after we insert the scion, so we need to tying properly because it's very to get out. Alright. Alright, so this is my result for batch budding, chip budding, and T budding. As we can see, it's very dry. The chocolate one, also for chip budding, the dry is dry. Also the patch budding. So my result is fail, but it's okay. Experiment failed. Why? Because the brush are brown and no tree bud grew. So as we can see at the picture, we have no buds grow on my experiment. Also the brush are brown. Alright, so I have some factors why my experiment was not successful. First is my sampling of bud did not meet the criteria. So maybe I took the wrong buds or wrong scion. maybe maybe I took the old one. Right, next is wrong tree branch cutting technique. Alright, maybe my experiment like T budding or chip budding, a wrong to cut the budwood. And next is soil that lacks nutrients of crops. So maybe my soil I'm just using organic soil. Don't have I don't put any fertilizer. So maybe my soil is a lack of nutrient. And the last is the duration of budding. So basically my doctor say the time of doing budding is 14 days, but I'm doing around 21 days. So I'm just more time here. So that's my factor why my experiment was not successful. Alright. Alright. So that's my conclusion. In conclusion, budding is most frequently used to multiply a variety that cannot be produced from seed. It is a common method for producing fruit trees, rose, and many varieties of ornamental trees and shrubs. It may also be used for top-working trees that cannot be easily grafted with a cleft or whip graft. Budding refers to a technique where two different varieties of plant grow a single plant. The scion and rootstock are joined together, which develop into a single tree. The technique holds importance as it can provide a variety of flower and hence fruit on single tree. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Chip budding. Preparing the bud. Using a knife or budding knife. Please be careful using a knife. Cut on the stalk. Insert the scion into the stalk. Tying time. Need to tie properly. The last bond must be very strong, so that the parafilm tape does not fall. Tada! Tea budding. Doing de-leafing. Start to make tea on budwood. Open properly. Insert the cyan. Tying using parafilm. Done. Patch budding. Cut to site. Cut to sidey at budwood. Enter the cyan. Tying using parafilm tape.